Harbhajan Singh still with us. You spoke to Ajinkya Rahane. You told me what were the things that he spoke about, his comeback, his knock today.
Not really. That he didn't talk too much about his comeback, but
Okay.
obviously when we asked him, how he was feeling, when he was walking down from those stairs, and what was the nerve kind like, and he said obviously I was feeling better under pressure to score and to perform, to make sure that I've been given this chance and I justify that I'm good enough and score those runs for the team. And he's always been a team player. Any team can obviously have a dream to have a player like Ajinkya Rahane who's a team player. So all he said was that we were looking forward to just go out there and express ourselves, and that's exactly what he did. And I asked him about if Chennai Super King में खेल के वहाँ मजा आया. He said yeah, I enjoyed it there, and that color has something, whoever goes there perform, and they carry the same form in going forward games as well. And we have seen that here with Ajinkya Rahane. Brilliantly he batted, and he's the one who actually took a lot of pressure. He absorbed a lot of pressure and then scored runs for India. And credit to Shardul Thakur as well. I think he batted beautifully, took a lot of ball on his body, and then later on went on to score that brilliant 50. Outstanding batting by Ajinkya Rahane and also with Shardul.
Very interesting. He talks about that yellow color, the Chennai Super Kings. He's a former Chennai Super Kings player, and the other one who got runs, Shardul Thakur, also a Chennai Super Kings player. So clearly there is something there. But just coming back to Ajinkya Rahane, that outstanding catch by Green, came out of the blue. Do you think that was the turning point of the day? Because had Ajinkya gone on to get you a big total, the game would have been different.
Most definitely. That was a brilliant catch, and they dropped few catches, and of course Ajinkya was lucky as well. That ball was no ball where he was given LBW out day before. Things would have been even more worse for India, had he was given out. And but Ajinkya's catch was unbelievable catch. There's no doubt about it. That changed the course of the game for Australia. They came straight away after lunch. That lunch break didn't suit Ajinkya Rahane. Of course, that's what we spoke even in between our chat while commentating. I said that this break shouldn't have happened now, because both the batsmen were looking good. And once you come back from the break, you have to still kind of have get the idea again where the ball is bouncing from and what sort of shot do you need to play. And that's exactly what happened. And since he was getting ready for those shots, and in between that brilliant catch came, and from there onwards they turned the things around.
Because you spoke about the IPL, whenever Indian team doesn't do well, and in this test match they were trailing, we tend to look for a villain, and the villain that I saw on social media had become the IPL. Everyone said, you're coming from the IPL, you should have been playing test cricket, that's why India is not doing well. Guess what Ajinkya Rahane did? He played the IPL, he was looking good form in the IPL, and he comes out and scores runs here. So clearly did Ajinkya's knock also prove that it doesn't matter whether you're coming from an IPL, so long as you apply yourself, so long as you bat correctly, there are no deficiency, you can get runs.
I mean, obviously it would have been nice to get about 20 days, 25 days just before this game, because it's a big game, big platform. You're playing the final of the World Test Championship. Of course, more you prepare in such conditions, better you get. Would have been nice to see Indian team playing a practice game before this game, but that didn't happen. But that's not an excuse. Of course, you as a professional cricketer, you have to be ready for the challenges coming in front of you, and that's what Ajinkya Rahane showed. But yes, there is a communication gap in between players and BCCI maybe, or this schedule would have been set for later on. If that could have happened, things would have been maybe different. But you still have to, as a player, be ready whenever those chances come, the opportunities come, and this was obviously a big chance for India to win the World Test Championship. And maybe they were not there in terms of practice-wise in these conditions. They were not there, maybe.
Okay, final two questions coming up with Harbhajan. One, what is it that you spoke about the knock by Shardul Thakur and Ajinkya Rahane? What is it that these two guys got right that the top order of India did not?
Well, I think grit. The will. They had the will to stay there. They got hit a lot of time. Due to this uneven bounce, they still kind of survived, struggled, and then they scored those runs. And that grit didn't see, we didn't see that grit, from the top order. This wicket is going to get tougher, but you still have to have that belief that you can score runs and find a way out, how to bat on this wicket. And that's what is required. Simply is that a new ball is a different ball game here on this pitch. New ball will do little more than the older ball, so playing new ball will be a challenge. That's where Shubman Gill, Rohit Sharma and Pujara becomes very, very critical. If they don't get out in first 10-15 overs, then things will look smooth.
Okay, final question. Do you think, you said that one grit probably was missing, and you also spoke about that fire in the belly, that hunger to do well. We saw Ajinkya Rahane show that hunger. We saw Shardul Thakur show that hunger. The top order, India's famed top order, you've got big names: Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma, Shubman Gill, the future star. All of them watching these two from the dressing room. If they needed any inspiration, if they needed anything, to inspire them to come up with that fire in the belly, that grit, those were the two knocks.
Well, obviously, such knocks send a great message to the dressing room. If Shardul can, so can we. It's about just applying yourself there in the middle and doing what teams need you to do. It's not about your comfort zone and your own thing, what you want to do. It's about team, what they want you to do. And of course, it sends a great message when Ajinkya played that inning and Shardul. They were brilliant. So I'm sure team must be looking forward to get back onto the field and do what they are supposed to do with the bat as well, not just with the ball.